Are you ready to go to Iziz yet? Kelborn told me that they were covert military and probably aligned with Colonel Tobin from Iziz. Kelborn doesn't think they'll send out any more scouts, but that doesn't mean there aren't more of them out there. Colonel Tobin is General Vaklu's right-hand man. Despite his martial skill, he handles himself as a functionary more than a warrior. Back when we were fighting Vaklu's resistance during the Mandalorian Wars, Vaklu wouldn't have any use for a poisonous Kinrath like Tobin. But Vaklu seems to have adapted well to peacetime. When you were last here, you probably didn't even go to Onderon. The Republic knew that Onderon's fate would be decided on its jungle moon, not the planet itself. To begin with, when you talk about Onderon, you're really talking about the ancient walled city of Iziz. It's the only inhabited settlement on the planet. I don't blame you. They're a sad people. Are you ready to go to Iziz yet? I'm going to talk with Zuka and have him start a shuttle flight check. After that, we'll head out. How are the port stabilizers?
They check out Mandalore, all systems are green.
Good. I want the shuttle bound for Onderon within the hour. What do you want?
Is all in readiness?
It is. Like I promised. Why? You want to back out now?
My only concerns are for the one you escort to Onderon, Mandalorian. Would you do any less for one of your clan?
Don't pretend to understand us. We Mandalorians are a breed apart.
If by apart you mean scattered, broken, and lost, then yes, you are correct.
Not for long. Soon the Mandalorians will be strong again, united as one clan under one banner. Mine.
Ah, yes, the Great Crusade, after the first one was ended by Revan and the Jedi. Such a defeat was merciful, an echo of the end, when your ships were in flames, crushed in the grip of Malachor V. But I do not need to remind you of such things.
I was at Malachor V, and I remember how many Jedi died to stop us there. And no matter how many dead orbit that planet, the Mandalorians still live. Clan Ordo still lives. See Kex there? He was serving on Nar Shaddai's muscle for the Hutts. Kelborn was a scout for the Duros on Frontier Worlds. I brought them here, gave them a purpose. This galaxy will be ours again, I promise you. That is the future.
Indeed. The future is always in motion. It is a difficult thing to see. Perhaps there will be no New Age Mandalore, no great Mandalorian crusade. Perhaps your people fought their last battle at Malachor V, and you have been dying ever since, a quiet death that will last centuries. And perhaps all that remains will be what I see before me. A man wounded by a Jedi, encased in a Mandalorian shell, hunted by the thought of being the last of the Mandalorians.
You've got some guts talking to me like that. You think your age or your Jedi whelp are going to keep you safe from me?
No, Mandalore, you are wrong. I hope that it is you who will keep the one I travel with safe. You are loyal, and you have served many masters, even when they abandoned you. Do you wonder where she wanders now, Mandalore? Why she gave you your orders, then abandoned you at the edge of the galaxy?
How do you know that?
I know many things, and I can answer the question that burns within your shell, Mandalore. But there is a price. You must keep the one I travel with safe. She is important to me, more important than anything. Show the same loyalty you have shown in the past, Mandalore. If there is a Mandalorian crusade, let it be for something that will carry your people's memory into the future. So when the time comes when there are no more Mandalorians, then at least their honor will remain. The one I travel with has walked your same path. And I ask that when the end comes, that you remember that kinship, even if it seems there is nothing else left.
Forget the Jedi. Keep your eyes on her.
1, 2, 3. Mandalorians, we've got company. Stealth targets have breached our perimeter.
Wait a moment. I sense there is a disturbance in the camp. Our enemy has tracked us here. I did not expect them so soon. How did they get here, I wonder? Regardless, we must eliminate them all. None of them can escape. Our whereabouts must remain a secret. Let us join the battle. Our allies will need our help.
Trouble follows you on a regular basis. I think it's best for both of us if we head to Iziz immediately. Grab your gear. My men will take care of cleaning up the mess.
Vaklu's saying that the Republic ship attacked first? That's madness!
Unfortunately, lie or not, it's a madness people will believe.
The timing of this is atrocious. A space battle above our skies, so many of our fighters lost?
Curiously, only Tobin's men were involved in that battle.
That shooter!
Strong word, Your Majesty. But there is no good time for news like this. I recommend we continue with our plan.
But won't that bring even more followers to Vaklu's side? Increasing his power?
For a time, perhaps. But we both know he's not the true threat. It's his unseen support from the shadows that we must drag out into the light. Then, and only then, can we strike.
I fear by then it will be too late.
Here we are, the city of Iziz. It's been shut down tight for months now. General Vaklu is close to declaring martial law. We won't be able to travel too far in the city. Fortunately, I have a friend in this quarter of the city. He's a doctor by the name of Dagon Gent. His office is on the other side of the market square. It might be best if you do the talking around here. The Onderonians have a mixed view of Mandalorians after we conquered their world.
It's been a while since you've docked here, eh? I suppose the lockdown has hurt your profits as well. Oh, it must be hard to shuttle people when nobody's allowed to leave. The blockade has been bad for everyone. Nothing new. Our space forces have been in full readiness ever since the space battle in orbit. Tensions are running high. All Republic vessels must be searched, and the delays are turning pilots grey before their time. And ever since the Republic fired on our space forces, things have been even slower. Bad days. Bad days. And things are getting worse. I'd get out of the system quickly if I were you, friend. Well, doesn't look like you have any trade goods, so the inspection's just a formality. Here's your starport visa. Don't lose it. They're priceless right now. If you want to leave the planet, you need a starport. Certainly. Mind what I said about the starport visa. I know one captain already who can't get back into the starport.
General vacuums and underground resistance.
Fair winds to you, Offworlder. Is it too much to hope that you are a Telosian merchant? The winds still taste of misfortune, then. Our beasts will continue to wait in their cages. These beasts you see here are for delivery to Telos, but the Republic vessels that transport them have to wait for thorough and needlessly long searches. So the city is stacked with caged beasts waiting for their ships. We have stopped gathering beasts now, but they still fill the city. For Drexel and Ryder, the Ithorians brought wealth and prosperity. Our settlements prospered, but now... Calm. Calm.
What? Run! The bomber is out of control!
I don't know what to say. I had heard stories, but I assumed that they were fledgling riders, or simply tales that grow in the telling. Not since my first Drexel have I lost control of a beast. I apologize profusely. Here, I give you these credits for the danger I put you in. The beasts grow more agitated by the day. The stories say that the smoldering fires of city politics cast a smoke they can smell and breathe. They revert to their primal instincts. As you've just seen, when they get that way, not even a skilled beast rider can control them. As soon as I leave here, I will talk...
Halt, off-worlder. You'll have to answer some questions before you go into the city. What is your business on Iziz? I see. Is your ship affiliated with any Republic-based corporation? You could just answer no. Answers like that just mean more paperwork for me. Do you have any crates of weapons or other military equipment you plan to sell in Iziz? You're free to go. Don't lose your starport visa, otherwise you won't be leaving for a long while.
Let's hurry this up. I want him escorted out of here quickly.
This is outrageous. I'm not a spy. I'm a journalist for Iziz Calm.
You're a Republic spy, and your propaganda will be silenced. We are taking you back to our barracks for interrogation.
But, well, you can't be serious. You accuse me of propaganda? I have proof that Vaklu is withholding information on the so-called Republic.
One more word of treason out of you. What are you looking at? This is none of your business.
Please, ma'am, help me. Vaklu's troops won't listen. I'm just a journalist, not a spy.
This spy has been using his position as a journalist to spread lies and dissent among our people. No doubt he's been up to other treasonous activity as well.
But that's just crazy. I was a member of the Resistance. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars.
Yes, and your disloyalty now deeply sickens me. A warrant? General Vaklu passed an edict giving the military broad authority to detain and question anyone suspected of treasonous activity. It was specifically meant for us to pick up spies like this before they could leave Iziz or go underground. That is classified military information. I don't have time to answer your barbed questions, off-worlder. And who is going to report it? You should watch yourself. You don't want to be known for siding with people like him. Men, we're taking him away. Now!
Please, Captain, help me. My children and I are desperate to get off of Onderon. Do you have an open starport visa? My husband was killed by General Vaklu's troops. Our home was seized, and we were cast out. We have seen many wars on Iziz, and I know war is coming. I want to spare my children from bloodshed. I've told you our story. Please, won't you help us? Please, just help us. You're right. I'm not telling you everything. But I am telling you the truth about my children. I only want to get them out of the city. We have no home, and I don't think we can survive if a civil war starts.
You have the look of someone used to adversity. A cut above the rabble around here. I have a business proposition for you. Everyone around here begs and pleads night and day for open starport visas. Very touching how well they act out their lies. Or truths. It doesn't matter, really. What I offer you 2,000...
Welcome to what must be the smelliest place in the universe, Offworlder. How can I assist you? Ithorians have been buying them to help rebuild Telos. I don't know why, but ever since they started, the Beast Riders have been crawling out of the woodworks to sell them animals. But the Republic blockade has meant...
That's an air defense tower. The city's filled with them. Iziz is an ancient city, and for many generations, our main enemy was the Beast Riders that lived outside the city.
Towers like these were built to protect us against Drexel and their Beast Riders. A Drexel is a flying beast. Huge creatures with teeth the size of your arms. Lethal. Certainly, things are quiet right now. I have some time. These are troubled times. You've probably heard that General Vaklu and Queen Talia... I've been warned from command to keep my opinions to myself on that. So I've learned my lesson. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Ask around, though. There are plenty of people who'd like nothing more than to talk about it. Times are too complex for a simple soldier like myself. Sometimes I made the mistake of answering questions honestly. If you say anything bad about a superior officer, they call that disrespecting the rank. Do that too many times and it's not long before you're a civilian. Stay out of trouble.
Please tell me you're an off-worlder. You came from the spaceport, right? But this is good news. You have a starport visa, right? I can only sell my best weapons if you have that. These soldiers ensure that I don't forget these formalities.
Watch it, Keg. The captain already has enough complaints about you.
No need to be alarmed, my foreign friend. Pay the soldier no heed. Pretend he isn't here. You have returned.
There must come a time when the Queen bows to the will of the people. The Republic has brought nothing but war and death. In our 50 years of flying their colors, we have had more war than the past millennia. Back General Vaklu in his effort to make her see reason. We do not need the Republic. They need our resources, our world, and our blood. For all that we have given, now we get... Are you with me? No, they take from us. They are like Minox, sucking energy and resources from so many worlds. They bleed us for their bureaucracy and their excesses.
That's enough, Ponlar. If you keep this up, you're going to spend time in detention. You're coming awfully close to treason.
You can't silence me forever, soldier. But I'll keep my peace. For now.
Diagnostic, obvious statement. This was not anticipated. I am attempting to access my weapon system. Alarmed embarrassment. Is there someone that you... Statement. Recitation. Theory. I believe if we were to encounter 3 separate squads of HK units, we could use this device to triangulate their base of operations. Answer. Must. It does.
Kawanabota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yuma.
Dahupa bosa kurata. Gavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa.
Moga chi norta hirembe wanachik. Kaki mogo grabo. Durum pabana karas mangra. Kalalavadumba.
Kawanabota yuntatanga kinamatura. Tayaita.
Kawanabota ayuka taigwa kankidora.
Gavadumpa munsuru ku kawanabota. Tonghitemos.
Tahirembe wanakum paile mokata. Takom taktus miki mogo grabo. Kachi chu esa hodunga. Tvaraccio monsincho mencho barawamba. Machidos. Anches klilim solni.
Moloda na. Kawanabota yuntatanga kina.
Baniner sokokran. Moga chi norkata. Kawanabota ayuka taigwa kan.
Taraccio mosincho kava. Gavadumpa munsuru kupla.
Dawancha mori konsova.
Tonghite mosi jochia yumba ditawa e bawatune ruta.
Kawanabota ayuka taigwa kankidora.
Kawanabota yun.
The sky ramp is restricted to military personnel only. Stay clear of here, off-worlder.
20 years would mean you were here during the Mandalorian.
I was a soldier when the Mandalorians took our world, and
You mean after the Jedi drove...
such of you could... Onderon was responsible...
Rakichi sa, Tomasin Tinachara, Rakichi sa, Dakosha, Nichotola, Jumkarataka.
I am 1B8D, an automated droid vendor. I have in stock a variety of quality droid components, no refunds, and no haggling. Do you have...
This is Dagon Gent's place. He's not the best doctor you'll ever meet, but he's well connected in this city. Doesn't look like he's here right now, though.
You looking for Dagon? You're not gonna find him here. A soldier captain was murdered at the cantina real good. They got some suspects at the tower. From what I hear, Dagon Gent is one of them.
He's certainly capable of it, and probably stupid enough to get caught. But we need him, suspicion of murder or not.
It's the turret tower on the other side of the market. Captain Riken is the man to talk to. If you talk to him, tell him I got his 20 credits. A lot of credits to be made around here.
Some of those alien folks.
sommogo dosi sheba dente school mostovi gita yaba bram tabani soju. Da come giusto. Yatuka uwanrika chotin wani maurata wakata kavadumba mo wendido chok.
General, we have found them again.
Have we, Tobin? Or is this a preface to another of your failures? Consider the whole field, Tobin. Why would a Jedi risk all of this just to come to Iziz?
The crew of the Ebon Hawk is elusive, General. We were warned about that, but we still underestimated them. But the fools are here, in Iziz. The intel on this is certain. I'm ordering men loyal to us to take care of them now.
I think I have an idea. Hold that order. Have her watched instead. The Jedi may prove a solution to another one of our persistent problems.
Back again, Off-Worlder? I'm sure you have a starport visa. If I were you, I'd leave before too many more beasts... We certainly do. He and several other people were picked up in connection to a murder. Captain Sulio. She was in charge of the starport checkpoint. A good soldier. Your friend was one of the last people that saw her alive. So far, he's just a suspect. But if he did it, the punishment is death.
Dagon Gent is the only person I know with the contacts to help us out. We need to get Dagon out of custody.
Until we either eliminate him as a suspect or find the real killer. Dagon has quite a record with the authorities. The Colonel thinks that murder isn't too far a stretch for someone like him. No way. We're under orders. I know Dagon personally. He's one of the worst doctors I've ever heard of. But I can't see him deliberately killing someone. He was one of the last people seen with Captain Sulio in the cantina. Ask around there. I've heard he's got a good motive for killing her. If you can somehow clear that up and prove it wasn't him, Command will cut him loose. If I say any more, I'll get in trouble. No way. We're under orders to make sure no one sees the murder suspects. Command is taking this very seriously. I know Dagon personally. He's one of the worst doctors I've ever heard of. But I can't see him deliberately killing someone. He was one of the last people seen with Captain Sulio in the cantina. Ask around there. I've heard he's got a good motive for killing her. If you can somehow clear that up and prove it wasn't him, Command will cut him loose. If I say any more, I'll get in trouble. Stay out of trouble.
I have questions. You fought with Revan and Malak during the Mandalorian. We'd never faced Jedi before, and didn't know the threat they represented. You've always been in the Jedi Order. Things that are common knowledge to you are rumors and stories to the rest of the galaxy. We thought we would triumph easily. What did you think of us? Is that so? The Sith would have been... We would have brought a new age. Look around you. Look, I ask you this. Just think of... Now, is there something...
Donos emeragith. Dawa Josimu Poinda Rakawa, Ichi Rendumo Parama Kawana, Bomabe, and Wamagro. Loka Kamaran and Doso Ranwi, and Wamagro.
What do you want? Not really, I just started here. I have to get back to work.
Malampro tarawanti kasa samcha para guatasha contiacha. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita. Chone murlera. Tonkinge bano mungachino ta imbre wanachike. Drumbaba. Kawana bota yunta tanga. Chone murlera, tonkinge bano jansakan, kavadumpa munsuru, ta come tak, blaia justing, miki gongo. Kawana bot, untachiwi. Da hupa, bossa. Kawana bota. Ento mesh mi paju.
This room is reserved, off-worlder. Huh. If you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down on us beast riders. Good riddance. I know his face, that's about it. His office is on Bekel's turf. She's a beast rider like me and our leader. You better never be speaking ill of her, or else.
This has got to be the worst service I...
Nice to meet you, Sentient. Are you interested? Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk? Know him? He's probably my best friend on this planet. Honestly, he's not a very good doctor, but he is a great drinking companion. She did? Oh no, by the four moons, what a mix-up! They got it all wrong. Dagon and Sulio were good friends. It's just when they got a little too much Juma juice, they'd call each other all manner of things. It may look strange on the outside, but it was just their habit.
That bit of information will help with clearing Dagon. Maybe some of these people will know more about...
I was cleaning up stakes from a particularly rewarding Pizat game when I heard a loud sound up. She was quite dead. Blood with... The next day, they picked up Dagon and several other people and...
Tu, Nitsa! Da wancha mori. Da hupa, bo. Munga chinor, da imbrei wanachiki. Drumba bamwa. Conti chan mu. Ta come tak, blaia giusting. Miki.
Welcome back. I was cleaning up stakes from a particularly rewarding Pizat game when I heard a loud sound out. She was quite dead. Blood was everywhere. I heard a noise, and the next day they picked... Just... Oh.
It might be a good idea to... Nobody we talked with mentioned a droid. This droid was...
I am 1B. Warning. Any attempt... I am 1B.
Nitsa! Da wancha... Da hupa, bossa curata, goju, honta chiwit. Da wancha morichi. Tong hite. Mungachi norta imbre wanachike. Drumba. Mungachi kaw.
Welcome back. That would be Bohema's SOD-2. No, SOD-3. Or is it 2? Whichever one it was, he keeps losing them. I remember when I arrived, it was still smoldering. Who knows? Sometimes the slum dwellers shoot his serving droids for fun. This part... When Dagon and I were waiting for the soldiers, we had to chase off some scavengers. No, I'm afraid there was quite a crowd growing. Welcome back. That would be Bohem. Who knows?
Need da hupa bossa curata unta chiwita inka kikraya na chawanga kone Tawancha morichiwa mufalawa ni bobo wishyo kuna sita dorcho ni soba Ichawa te
I am 1B AD. I am 1B. Certainly. I am 1B. Reinitializing complete. Greetings. Do you have any interest in my goods? That goes against... "1B-AD was built and programmed by Tolos the Trader. 1B-AD was built to buy droid components for below base cost value and sell components." Greetings, Master. Certainly, 1B-AD. "1B-AD was built and programmed by Tolos the Trader. 1B-AD was built to buy droid components for both." Sorry, my Certainly.
Welcome back. That would be Bohemian.
Have any work that needs to be done?
It's not much, but enough to live on.
Greetings, Master.
Onderon. In Wamagro.
Da hupa, go sakurata, go jujutu yoki. Hia punta chiwita. Da wancha mori chiwa, mufalawa ni bob. Ichawa te crossi wisho toda si, e krimba chokwin.
Welcome back. That would be Bohema's SOD. Who knows? When Dagon and I were waiting... No, I'm afraid there was quite a crowd growing. We were seeing if there was any way we could help Sulio. There was nothing we could do, of course. She was dead.
This room is reserved. If you ask me, she got what she deserved. That Bith keeps buying droids, and the scavengers keep stealing them or blowing them up. Seems he's finally given up. I wouldn't tell you even if I knew. I could tell you where you could find the parts, though. That western square has the perfect fence for droid parts. There's a droid vendor called 1B8D. That droid is as 1B8D as...
I thought it was you. I served. I was one of the ground troops. We fought on Daggery Minor together. It was near the beginning of the war. Enough of the past. The whole... That's the first. I was sent by the Republic Senate to investigate certain... I have to get to Coruscant. After the Jedi Civil War, if Onderon secedes, trade between our world, the Senate eventually... I really can't say. And Vaklu... What do you want to know about that night? Dagon Gent didn't do it. Because he was with me at the time. It's quite simple. Right now, he's accused of murder. If he's convicted, the sentence is death. I'm afraid the Onderonians are quite... I was with Dagon in his office at the time of the murder. He definitely wasn't involved. We were taking great pains not to be seen, which has a certain irony. I only wish there was something I could do to help him.
Assuming we get Dagon free, we're going to have a few private words about this. Together, we fought against the Republic during the Mandalorian...
I don't particularly like the idea that he's working...
The information I have is vital to the Senate. Thank you for the tip. The journey to helping me if...
Faça sushi.
Greetings, Master. Entity Bahima unknown. The market rate for those parts would... Thank you for...
Kif in the cantina can probably do something. What do you want?
Dahupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoke hiata yamba wajiake yukito tune kawana bota yuntatang.
Hello there. What is this? Oh my, she's dead.
Kawana bota yuntatanga kinamatora tayaita.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm. If it'll help, there's no way that Dagon could have done it. I saw him coming from his office. That's the opposite direction of the marketplace. We should go talk to Captain Riken and clear all of this.
Nico, is it? And the Offworlder. What brings the two of you here? That's a bold statement. I assume you have some sort of proof.
It's a long story, so bear with me, Captain. The night of the murder, I was playing Pazak. It was a prosperous night.
That should do it. We still don't know who killed Sulio, but this will greatly assist our investigation.
You have been ordered off this investigation, Captain. I hope you can explain yourself.
I had nothing to do with this, sir. This citizen found information about Captain Sulio's murder. It's material to the investigation.
We've already got our man. Sulio and this Gent were fighting the night she was murdered. He had ample motive. Have you read the report? Some of the things Sulio called him were vile. Sulio and Dxun clearly hated each other. Why, you little... Friends would not carry on in such a manner.
It's absolutely true, Major. I was a friend of both of them. They've done this dozens of times. Bahima the bartender can confirm it, as well as half a dozen other people. They were an odd pair, but they certainly didn't hate each other.
I see. Well, there's still the fact that he was right there at the scene of the crime.
I've already given my report, Offworlder. He came from his office, like I said.
The only thing that matters to me is that he was within blaster range when Sulio was killed, and he did not have an alibi. You have a recording? Well, I'm sure you're just misinterpreting it.
I've seen it myself, Major. Nico isn't the only one that spotted Dxun coming from his office. It really can't be Dxun Gent. The real killer is still loose.
Very well, Captain. Set Gent free, then. But if later it turns out that he did do it, it's gonna be on your head.
The men will be working on getting Dxun Gent out right away. The Major sure isn't happy. You're quite a team. Together, you got the Major to back down. That's no small feat. The investigation has been handled at the highest levels. I've heard there's been some concern about that. With Dxun free, I don't know if the investigation team will find another suspect. They haven't been as diligent as other investigators. I'm not gonna say any more. Probably said too much already. If you head over to Dxun Gent's office, some men will bring him there shortly. Thanks for clearing this whole thing up. I could tell the justice wasn't being served, but we all have our orders. We really need to patrol that sector better.
Thanks for getting me out of there. As detention cells go, it had definite class, but I prefer being out on my own all the same. I owe you and Mandalore one. Not many people can help you out with that. There have been several assassination attempts on Queen Talia. That place is locked tighter than a Hud's Fall. I know a few people, though. Who do you need to get in touch with? A Jedi Master, you say? Now that is interesting. It's quite a bounty in Jedi these days. Not that I'm looking to go. There's a slight problem with that. I know you don't want to hear that since you went through all the effort of springing me out. The thing is, scavengers have already looted most of my stuff. Most of it's garbage anyway, so I don't care too much. But I did have a couple of encrypted holodisks that they nabbed. So here's the punchline. I need those disks. Kel's gang pretty much owns this street. She's in the local canteen. Just get me the encrypted holodisk.
What do you want here, Offworlder? The room... You? And just how do you intend to? The off-worlder wants to make a donation.
Gava.
Captain, you're back. Thank the Four Moons for your kindness, Off-Worlder. Hurry, children. We get to go on.
So, you're back. This is So, I only know of one There's only one thing ultimately more important. So, this 2,000 credits. No, the
Have you found the encrypted holodisks yet? I won't be able to get a hold of my Great, go in there. With these, I'll check my You got anything you need to take care of in the quarter, you best do it now. If things go bad during a meeting, come back when you're ready.
Ready to head back to camp. Give the word and I'll take you there. Follow me then.
You received my message then. A man named KOTOR wanted to get a hold of you urgently. He said that the Queen had arranged safe passage to Onderon for you, but I don't know how good their offer is anymore. This morning, General Vaklu met with the Council of Lords, and he'll be made regent if Talia and her royal guard are defeated. The military is divided on who to support. Civil war has fallen on Iziz. I doubt that Queen Talia and her advisor will survive until nightfall. The balance of forces seem to favor Queen Talia. The royal palace is heavily fortified and defensible, and most of the soldiers are loyal to her. But Vaklu has new allies, Sith soldiers and their masters. The war has also driven the caged beasts in the streets mad. Braylor and I both concur. She doesn't stand a chance.
You underestimate the Force, Mandalorian. I sense that we may still get to Master KOTOR in time. I sense there is something stirring on the moon itself. Tell me, have your senses picked up anything from Dxun?
Yes, we have. How? We picked up some transmissions from nearby in the jungle. Zuka's satellite relay has also picked up several shuttle launches with old Sith transmitter IDs. Some sort of staging base, perhaps.
The Sith forces must be stopped. Otherwise, the Mandalorian is right. Master KOTOR and Queen Talia won't survive this day.
Dividing our forces at a time like this is foolhardy.
And this is why a common soldier will never triumph against a Jedi. Your military tactics are nothing compared to the Force. It is essential and inevitable that we face both enemies at the same time. You must choose who will lead the expedition through the jungle to find our enemies and defeat them.
I'll do it, but you're still my bounty. You won't lose me this easily.
You should send 2 others to go with the leader. Who else will accompany the expedition? If you say so. And who else? Very well. Now are you certain of your choices?
Mandalorian warriors will go with you to find the enemy camp. Just let me know when you want to head out. If you need supplies, talk with Kex. After you get into the jungle, you might not have another opportunity to stock up. Let me know if you want to go now. As you wish. Mandalore has arranged for special transportation to get to Iziz.
Finally, we're close to our objective. I sent the rest of my men to secure the trail behind us. My troops will keep the path to the Mandalorian camp clear. Ahead lies the enemy. I can follow you a little bit further, but then I will set up command and control for my unit in the field. So lead on.
Type 2 perimeter motion relay. It's a little outdated, but it'll do the job. If anything moves within 6 meters of that, then they know they've got visitors. Someone skilled with a stealth field generator can get by it, but that's about it. But if they set off any of those mines, it'll still send the signal.
So, you aren't completely ignorant in the ways of battle? Good. But all of you must pass through its perimeter and undetected. Making detonation packs is complicated and dangerous. It looks serviceable, and you didn't blow yourself up. Avoid the mines. If any of the ones close to the sensor are detonated, then we shouldn't even bother.
How may I serve? How may I serve?
Intruders! Kill them!
catch up with you. You've made impressive progress. The Sith's camp lies in ruins. I told Kelborn of your progress. Kex believes that this is the tomb of Freedom. Some sort of fallen Jedi. He conquered Onderon long ago. That part of Onderon history that... Freedom Nad was a dark Jedi. The stories say he was... His place is...
I can taste the power of the dark side here. The echoes of his life are still here.
I am returning outside. My attention is required.
The time for practice is over. There are intruders in the tomb and they cannot be allowed to reach our master. The ritual must not be interrupted. I don't need to mention the price of failure. Men, follow me.
Anyone that has been marked by our masters can do it. Yes, you're getting the hang of it now. It's so easy. But how did they do it? You doubt our masters' power? They have erased the minds of these beasts and made them our obedient servants. With an army of these, who could defeat us? No one, of course. Now the intruder is here. Beasts, attack!
Just one more moment. We're almost through. Failure, Captain, will not be tolerated.
As you command, my lord.
Break the ritual now. You're too late. We have done what needed to be done. Soon, Onderon shall fall, and with it, the Republic shall die. But what is this? Of course, the Force has guided you here. It echoes within you, yet I sense it is untrained. It is good you have sought us out. This tomb is strong with the dark side. Here is where you will take your first steps on the path to your destiny. An adept has managed to come so far. Incredible. You have within you the potential to wield the Force. I'm not speaking of the ways of the Jedi or their flawed teachings. Their order was rooted in weakness. They would have you become... Can't you feel the power of this place? The Jedi. A Jedi has no family, no childhood, no emotion. They are dead to the Force. They want drones. Can't you feel the power? A shame, instead of freedom and power.
What you have done is beyond words. You fought like a Mandalorian. When you are finished here, I will take you back to the camp. You can let the rest of your squad know what you've discovered. Of course. What you have done is beyond words. When you are... After you left, your squad...
Zaga said that he and your friends are making good progress through the jungle. Trust me, this is worth the wait. And here it is, a salvaged Basilisk war droid. Mandalore said that he would make it available to you for insertion into the city of Iziz. I assure you, they won't know what hit them. Yes, just like a new Mandalorian recruit proving themselves. Into the heart of a war as well. Mandalore has given you a great honor. But she will get you to Iziz in one piece. Minor systems, nothing you need concern yourself with. We've modified the interior to hold. Iziz is in the grip of a civil war, so there'll be considerable resistance. They remember the last time. Fight ferociously.
Basilisk? A basilisk here? Mandalorians are attacking the city! Talia has made an alliance with the Mandalorians. Men, destroy them.
Looks like they still remember us. I hope to build on that legacy, but now is not the time for talk.
Yes, have you? That crystal is bonded to... Should your power is there something... Yes.
I recognize you. You're that off-worlder. Come, we have no time. Vaklu's forces have overrun the sky ramp. The royal palace could fall any minute. We must save the queen.
Your plan seems to have succeeded. Your enemy has indeed revealed himself.
I anticipated the Sith. Those beasts weren't in my battle plan.
Even now, Vaklu is using them to breach the palace. I will not surrender to that usurper. I would die first.
Every man here would give their life to keep that from happening.
There is hope. It is faint, but growing stronger. I think my message was received.
Which message? What are you talking about?
An old student is returning. I don't think the Sith are going to know what hit them.
This way! This way to the sky ramp! There are 2 force shield checkpoints along this path. Vaklu's forces have held this ramp for over a standard hour. That means they control the checkpoints now. If we can get to the turret tower up ahead, we can deactivate the first barrier.
The forces we're encountering right now are their rear guard. The fighting will get tougher the closer we get to the front of the battle line.
The Royalists in the bunker are contained. We deploy as soon as the reinforcements arrive. A Jedi? Here? Men, attack!
Hold your fire. They're with us. Thank you. Vaklu's supporters stormed our position. Beasts. The beasts have gone mad and attack on their command. Please, go to the palace. We received a transmission that the palace grounds have been breached. If so, they don't have much time.
Have they changed the access codes in the turret tower? We need to get through the force shields.
I don't think they've had time, sir. They've been firing the turret non-stop. Vaklu's close to having air superiority now. You two, follow the Jedi. The rest of us will hold our position. We don't have much time.
Yes? That crystal is bonded. Let me focus on the crystal for a moment. There. Now it is. Is there something... Yes.
Is the Jedi still... We're under attack, men!
Slicers has control of the security grid. He blew up that power conductor. Their slicer has to be using a palace security terminal. They've already locked down all secondary computer systems on the sky ramp. Until we deal with their slicer in the palace, you can bet that there will be more surprises up ahead.
Tail Command, we need reinforcements. A Jedi Knight is assaulting our flank. Hold the line! Attack, men! Attack!
Good, some reinforcements. Follow the Jedi. We're gonna retake the palace. We've got to stop General Vaklu before he gets to the Queen.
She's still alive! Run! Run!
Hold the line. Those cowards will be dealt with.
The second force shield is up ahead. You might be able to... We've made it to the palace. General Vaklu's troops haven't been here too long. Hopefully we still have time to save the Queen. Straight ahead is the throne room. Vaklu's hand-picked troops will probably be here. I'm gonna stay here and keep the intersection secure. If any more royalists arrive, I'll keep them organized.
Shut the outer door, now!
I'm impressed you made it this far, but you're too late. Soon the Queen will be dead, and General Vaklu will be the new king. This is no ordinary door between us. The same material is used for the hull of capital-class vessels. I'm afraid you will find it quite impregnable. I'm afraid it is. Now, if you will excuse me, we have one last barrier to take care of.
Tell the Colonel we'll need more of our men to smoke the Royalists out of their hole. I don't trust those Sith. Oh, they're beasts. And another thing, if I catch any more of my men looting, then the Queen's Guard will be the least of your worries.
Thanks for your help.
I don't know how you made it, but well done. Come in quick before more Sith or Vaklu troops arrive. We got split off from Talia's troops by the currents of this war. We really need to talk, but Cadron and I are coordinating the defense of the war. I know Captain Cadron needs someone to handle a dangerous assignment. He's in the other room. Talk to him. No one else could do the job. This is the secondary security complex. There's a slicer at the primary who's causing trouble. Since Cadron isn't available, I've been coordinating the battles and the rest of Iziz. If this war isn't stopped soon, Iziz will take months to recover from the damage. We'll talk when all of this is over. Until then, may the Force be with you.
So, you're the Jedi, eh? Well, the comm chatter we've intercepted is filled with reports about you. You fought right through their flank on the sky ramp? We've managed to hold this part of the palace, but Vaklu's forces control the rest. We need to get to the Queen before that flaming Drexel. There are 2 security consoles in the palace. The primary security console is on... We need to transfer all primary functions to our terminal here. Then disable the primary security console. That will also take their slicer out of the picture. After... Talk to the Corporal.
Do you want me to guide you to the palace entrance? As you wish. Do you want me to guide? Let's hurry then. Vaklu's forces could break into the throne.
Gather our forces. Make sure the defenses are set. Take your beasts and attack her. I'm going to the control room. Perhaps... I don't have time for your resistance, Captain Riken. We need the override code for the palace shields.
And I told you that I don't know. You scanned my ID, you know my post is the merchant quarter.
I'm sure that's what you'd like me to believe. I have been authorized to use any means at my...
Tornata via.
Blast.
Salji alisto park norcha, lusni hacha batishit, bawan maderancha, yukamos krun. Bram tabanin, kavadumpa, mowen. Yatuka, uwanrika, chotin, wanim, aurata wakata, chilumalis. Bram tabanin sochu. Da come, kavadumpa, mo wendido chokerembi norta kunyun. Kavadumpa, mo wendido chokerembi norta kunyun wish chawa kachuba. Kavanatakalu! Yatuka uwan. Kavadumpa, mo wendido chokerembi norta kunyun bram tabanin sochu. Da come jusmak miki baranye dosos o rika chondin, wana magrable mo. Yatuka uwan rika chotin wanim.
Thank you. Now that you've got me out, you need to get the primary security console's override code, then lock the terminal down. Once you've got that code, if you can get to the secondary security station, you'll control the entire palace's security. You have? You don't waste a minute. Captain Kadron will open the doors to... Let's head to the throne room.
Will you just die already? You will go no further than this. You're too late. Our pet beast is about to breach the force field to the throne room. The Queen will be dead in moments.
Watch out! I've lost control of the beast!
Ignore the beast. Into the throne room. The Queen must die. Oh, blast it all!
Your time is at an end, Talia. Your people have abandoned you, and now your life is forfeit.
You would destroy everything just for your ambition, Vaklu. The Republic, Iziz, everything.
That is a gross simplification, Talia. Change is a painful process. A price must be paid. But Onderon will have a new destiny. One larger than you could imagine.
You're getting careless, Vaklu. One more mistake, and you're the one who will pay the price.
Damn you! Your skill with the blade won't save you from my men. Goodbye, Talia. Fire! What? The Jedi lives? But how? Kill her and the Queen men, quickly. They must not be allowed to live. You've won this battle, Talia. But your reign won't be an easy one. The Republic is a sinking ship, and you're too attached to it.
He's too dangerous to leave alive. As distasteful as it is, it might be best to silence him forever. Until he's dead, all of Onderon is in peril.
So what will it be, Your Majesty? Send me to your best detention cell. I will be free within the week, and vengeance will be mine.
Are you so sure of my decision, Vaklu? I appreciate the Jedi's counsel, but as monarch, I decree you are guilty of treason. The punishment is death, to be carried out immediately. Captain Cadron?
Talia, you can't. You're too weak. What about my trial?
But he will rise again. He has too many supporters. I do appreciate your counsel, but he must be killed. I just hope you're right, Jedi. Your kind are so infuriatingly wise. I thought I could order this, but I can't. It would be breaking our laws. You will stand trial, Vaklu. Take him away. What is done is done. I don't think the service you have given us can ever be repaid. I must go with Captain Cadron. The fighting must be stopped. I will be back shortly to try and repay you. The crisis is over thanks to you and Master Kavar. I believe he'd like to speak to you, if you'll excuse me.
The wound is not a mortal one, though it has been some time since I exercised my healing powers. There is a shred of life within you still. A gift from your master, no doubt. Awaken, Colonel Tobin. Your part in this is not over. Colonel Tobin, I am with Vaklu. The war has gone against him. He sent me to rescue you, to tell you you must make haste off-planet. The Jedi have struck. They had a secret academy buried on Telos, and they are showing themselves at last. We are all in danger.
What? But the Jedi are gone. They have all but vanished.
So we all thought, but they have hidden themselves on Telos.
Out of my way, old woman. This war can still be won, and Onderon can be freed.
Indeed. This war is far from over. Yes? Have...
The Queen has requested you stay here until she gets back. I imagine you'll get some talk with Master Kavar.
The Force works in mysterious ways, it seems. There are times I'm not convinced it doesn't have a sense of humor. We spend all this time looking for you, and you came to us. I thought you might return to Onderon. Looks like just in time. I told the other masters that our only chance to figure out what was happening to us was to find you, and try to understand what happened to you. I don't know how much you know about this threat that's striking at the Jedi. It's attacking us through the Force. Varuk didn't believe me, but he was willing to travel to Dantooine, if only to help the settlers there, and perhaps protect what was left of the Jedi Enclave. Whatever the reason, having us all drop out of sight, I thought might make the enemy more bold. But then you happened. You came back, and you became a new target for whoever was attacking us. They were places touched by war, and we thought there was a chance you would return to these worlds, if only to try and make... But now the Sith have revealed themselves. That means the remaining Jedi will gather on Dantooine. Telos? But Telos was destroyed during the Jedi Civil War. I heard they're trying to rebuild. Atris? I thought Atris had gone to KOTOR. Too many Jedi have scattered. The Council needs to get... We knew that someone was preying on us, hunting us. Finally, the Jedi decided to take action, and called a secret conclave on KOTOR to decide what... Before the meeting could even begin, all the Jedi on the planet were killed. So the Council decided that we must not present ourselves as a target again. The consequence... I think you're the only one who's made progress. The difficulties you surmounted to get here, you must have many questions. You always had deep connections to the Force. When I first sparred with you during your training as a Padawan, whatever I can... That sounds like the bond that often forms between master and apprentice. But to that degree, you always did form connections to us. I'm sure others in the Jedi Council. Whatever... So, you heard what we said. These questions I cannot answer. This is... You must understand. This is hard for me. There is something I would like to teach you. It is a technique which, I believe, will aid you in the trials ahead. The philosophy of Force mastery states that a Jedi's powers are best used without the direct intent to harm another. Here is a form that will aid in that philosophy. Through careful concentration, the duration of many of your Force powers will be enhanced. But be cautious when you face Dark Jedi. This form drains energy quickly and decreases resistance to Force powers. Excellent. I'm impressed with how quickly you've mastered this form. I always knew you were gifted. I'm going to Dantooine. The Jedi Council vowed to assemble again when the Sith reveal our paths.
I'm sorry to keep you here. I needed to thank you personally for all of your help. Onderon owes both you and Master Kavar a debt that can never truly be repaid. Battles still wage in our streets, but by morning the conflict should be over. I recognize you must leave soon, but please, take this. I had also planned on giving you some relics from Onderon's past, but Vaklu's troops looted our museum. I hope the credits and my sincere thanks are enough. Captain Bostuka has made arrangements for a shuttle to take you to your ship. I fear it will be quite some time before you can come back. The war was brief but destructive. I will focus all of my energy on rebuilding Iziz. Thank you again. I must go.
If you will follow me, I will take...
Yeah, what do you...
About time you showed up. We finished our part and have been sitting on our hands waiting for you. So, what happened? Huh. We'll see how long that lasts.
We should return to the Ebon Hawk now and plot our next course of action.
Oh, hey.
If you've got some time, I'd like to see what I can upgrade for you.
Yes, I do have a few.
He helps me out with repairs. That is,
I suppose not.
just ignore him.
I would appreciate.
Right. Let's get you open. I have to say, you are put...
As I told you, my design is streamlined.
There were a few things from my remote that I was able to integrate.
I see. Well... Iridonian, I would like to speak...
My assistant? Oh.
I believe he has it in...
I thought only utility...
If I am to continue to operate with him, I would appreciate...
We must go to... I have no time for questions. We must go to Dantooine, to the Enclave. I have no time for questions.
You